Welcome to Web Development Through Practice. In this video, we will discuss PHP versions. Currently, the supported versions are PHP 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, and 8.4. Each version has a release date and an active support until date, which means it will receive all kinds of updates, including bug fixes, improvements, and minor features up to that date. After that, it enters the security support phase, which means it will only receive critical security updates. Once the security support until date passes, the version is considered expired or end of life, EOL. Next, versions like PHP 8.0 and PHP 7.4 and below are now unsupported. They no longer receive any updates and should not be used in production. Now, let's start comparing PHP versions beginning from PHP 7.4 and go through the new features added in each release up to PHP 8.4. So, in PHP 7.4, we define sum method with arguments $num1 and $num2 and return their sum. When we call the sum method by passing integers 5 and 10, the output is 15 as expected. But, if we pass the letters A and B, then PHP 7.4 does not show any error, it returns random result, because PHP 7.4 doesn't strictly check the data types. To solve this, PHP 8.0 introduced union types. Now, we can specify that the method arguments must be either integer or float. If we pass a string instead of numbers, PHP will throw type error because the sum method only accepts integer or float. We can also define the return type as integer or float, which means the result of the sum can be either an integer or a float value. In addition, we can define class properties with data type, so we can restrict what type of value can be assigned to each property. So, in short, PHP 7.4 supports only one data type in method parameters, return types, and class properties. But in PHP 8.0, we can use multiple data types. Now, in PHP 8.0 we use union types means either one of these types, and in PHP 8.1, intersection type was added, means must implement all of these types. But here intersection types cannot use with scalars such as integer, float. It only valid with class or interface types. For example, I have payment gateway interface with process payment method and logger interface with log method. Next, classes like PayPal gateway, Stripe gateway, and Razorpay gateway implement both interfaces. Next, in checkout class define process checkout method and pass an object that must implement both payment gateway interface and logger interface, but if you pass an object that doesn't have both, PHP will show type error. Next, in PHP 8.1, the never return type was added. Means, you use it in method that never return anything, like functions that always throw an error or stop the script. Next, in PHP 8.2, true or false as standalone type was added. Means, you use it in method that return Boolean type. Next, in PHP 8.3, typed class constant was added. Means, constant is always an integer. Next, from PHP 7.4 up to PHP 8.1, you can define dynamic properties. For example, you can assign a new property to an object even if it wasn't declared in the class. From PHP 8.2, dynamic properties are deprecated. So now, you should declare all properties inside your class. If you still want to allow dynamic properties, you can use the Allow Dynamic Properties attribute. Next, in PHP 7.4, when you pass arguments to function, you have to remember the exact order. But from PHP 8.0 onward, introduced named arguments. Means, you can pass arguments with their name, so, no need to remember the exact order. Next, in PHP 7.4, you declare class properties separately and assign them inside the constructor. But from PHP 8.0 onward, introduced constructor property promotion. So, you declare and assign properties directly in the constructor. So, no need to write extra assignment code, which is saving lines of code. Next, PHP 7.4 supports switch statements, and they still work up to PHP 8.4. But from PHP 8.0 onward, introduced match expressions. It doesn't require break statements and can return value directly. Next, in PHP 7.4, to handle a null object, property, or method call, we use if-else, the ternary operator, or the null coalescing operator. These still work up to PHP 8.4. For example, we have an address class with $city property and user class with nullable type $address property, which means it can either hold an address object or be null. Then define getCity method, and inside this method, we first check if the $address object is null using an if-else block. If it's not null, we can safely access the $city property. Or you can also use the ternary operator to do this. Or you can also use the null coalescing operator for checking if a property is null, but only after making sure the object is not null. So, in short, use the ternary operator to check if an object is null. And use the null coalescing operator to check property or value is null. It cannot be used directly to check object is null. Now, from PHP 8.0 onward, introduced the null safe operator. This means, if $address is null or $city is null, it will safely return null without any error. And use null coalescing operator to get default value if $address is null or $city is null. And if address object is not null, then return address value. So, null safe operator is easy to read, safe and no error if object is null. So, remember that null safe operator only works on object properties and method calls. Does not work on arrays or scalar values. Next, PHP doc comments. These are special comments used to describe your code for IDE like VS Code or PHP Storm. They don't affect how your code runs, but they help with documentation and code understanding. For example, in Laravel project, you'll often see parameter to describe function parameters, return for return values, and var for variables. But, from PHP 8.0 onward, introduced attributes, also called annotations. These are built-in tags that add metadata to your code. They can be read and act at runtime using the PHP Reflection API that are mostly used in frameworks like Laravel or Symfony. For example, in a Laravel project, if you have product controller with method product list, you can use an attribute like #route attribute above the method. That means you don't have to write that route manually in routesweb.php. Next, in PHP 7.4, to divide numbers we use the operator. But if we try to divide by 0, PHP throws an error. To solve this, PHP 8.0 introduced the fdiv function. This safely handles division by 0 and returns -inf, -inf, or nan, without throwing an error. Next, in PHP 7.4, to check if string contains another string, we use the strpos function. It returns the position of the substring starting from 0. For example, $text is equal to learn PHP with practice and check for PHP substring. It returns 6 position of PHP substring. But if the substring is at position 0, for example, $text is equal to PHP is awesome, then it returns 0, which is treated as false in condition. So, you must use comparison. Now, to fix this, in PHP 8.0 onward introduced the strcontains function, which returns simple true or false, no need to worry about positions. Similarly, In PHP 7.4, if you want to check whether a string starts with something, you might use sub-str or strpos function manually. But this is extra work and depends on the string length or position. But from PHP 8.0 onward, you can use str starts with and str ends with functions to check if a string starts or ends with specific value, making your code cleaner and more readable. Next, in PHP 7.4, if a class has public property, it can be modified from anywhere, inside or outside the class. Even with private or protected, the value can still be changed inside the class. But there's no way to protect from modify property. So, from PHP 8.1 onward, introduced the read-only keyword. Now, you can write public read-only string $id, and it can only be set once, usually in the constructor. After that, it cannot be modified, and you don't need getter or setter methods just to protect the value. If you want all properties of a class to be read-only at once, you can use read-only class. So, you don't need to write the read-only keyword in front of each property. Next, in PHP 7.4, to define fixed values like order status, pending, approved, and cancelled, we use constants. Then define update status method with $status parameter. Now, if you pass string that not one of the defined statuses, PHP won't throw an error. It just accepts it silently, and you have to manually validate the input. So, to solve this, PHP 8.1 introduced enums. So, you can write enum before the class name and use the case keyword to define values. Then in update status method, you accept an argument of that enum type. Now, if you pass an invalid string, PHP will throw an error automatically, which is safer and cleaner. And if you want to get all defined enum values, you can call the cases method on the enum class. Next, in PHP 7.4, you can define only one type in a function's argument or return type. But if you want function to accept or return any kind of data string, int, object or more, there's no built-in way. To solve that, PHP 8.0 introduced the mix type. So, you to handle any data type with type checking. Next, in PHP 7.4, you can only use the throw keyword inside if-else blocks. But from PHP 8.0 onward, you can use throw in the ternary operator or null coalescing operator. This makes your code shorter and cleaner. Next, in PHP 7.4 for debugging, use functions like getType, returns the general type, like object or string, but not class name. var_dump gives detailed type and value info. print_r, useful for arrays and objects. And get_class returns the class name of an object. But in PHP 8.0 onward, introduced getDebugType function. It returns a human-readable type, and for objects, it gives the actual class name, making debugging easier. Next, in PHP 7.4 and PHP 8.0, if you had constants in a parent class, they could be redeclared in the child class. That's not ideal. So, from PHP 8.1 onward, introduced final class constants. So, you can protect constants value changed by child classes. Next, in PHP 7.4 and PHP 8.0, you couldn't use constants inside traits. But from PHP 8.1 onward, you can use constants inside traits. Next, in PHP 7.4, array unpacking means expanding the contents of an array into another array or into function arguments using the spread operator. But only for numeric keys, not for string keys. But from PHP 8.1 onward introduced array unpacking with string keys. For example, merge to array or pass array in function. Next, From PHP 8.3 onward introduced array find function to finds the first value in an array matching condition. For example, array of number and find first number greater than 15. Next, introduced array is list function to checks if an array is a sequential list. Next, in PHP 7.4 you have to manually access each property inside the loop. But from PHP 8.0 onward you can directly destructure object properties using array style keys in for each. Next, in PHP 7.4 to check valid JSON first decode JSON and then check for errors. But from PHP 8.3 onward introduced JSON validate function to check whether JSON string is valid without decoding it. Next, in PHP 7.4 you had to declare the exception variable even if you didn't use it. But from PHP 8.0 onward introduced catch without a variable, which prevents unused variable warnings or clutter. Next, in PHP 7.4 sensitive data can be exposed. For example, login with username and password. And after running code then in error password exposed. But from PHP 8.2 onward introduced sensitive parameter. For example, define sensitive parameter attribute before sensitive data, and after running code you can see password is hidden. And that's it for now. In next video we will discuss remaining more features. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more content.